Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you clicking on that video as always. And we are back with another weekly wears video. And if this is your first time finding this channel, my name is Gerard and I drop a weekly wears rotation video every single Monday. So if that's content that you think you want to see more of, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And speaking of subscribers, thank you to all my new subscribers. We just hit 4,000 subs on this channel. I couldn't be more excited. I am so appreciative. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. All my OG subscribers, you guys are the best. I'm so proud to be at this point. I love talking about fragrance with you guys. I love the back and forth in the comments. Getting your support just means the world to me and shows that I'm on the right path. So thank you again. I am so appreciative. I will be doing a 4,000 subscriber giveaway, so stay tuned for that. But today we are talking about my weekly rotation, what I wore every day last week, all 7 days. So let's jump into it, starting with Sunday. On Sunday, I wanted to wear a fragrance, and I actually just did a video on this. I was given the idea by a friend, essentially. He had asked me the question, what fragrance should I get? I'm looking for something fresh and new. And this is the suggestion I gave him. He ended up buying a bottle of it, and I did a video on it. So if you want a little more in-depth analysis of what this fragrance actually is, be sure to go watch that video. I won't link it here, but the scent I'm talking about is Missoni Parfum pour Homme. Now, many of you guys, like me, really love this scent, and I can understand why. It's one of the best, most versatile fragrances, sub $50 that you can buy, in my opinion. Mass-pleasing compliment getter that lasts all day. I get great performance from this. Sweet and sour citrus fruits with a punch of lavender that just makes this feel masculine and put together. A little fizzy, slightly metallic. There's some warmth there coming from the ginger, the woods, and of course, the ambroxan. You're going to get ambroxan in here. It adds this sweetness. It pushes off of you. You're going to project for the first couple of hours. It's impossible not to like, and I recommend this fragrance because I think for what you're getting, the value for what you're getting, this is unmatched. Really nice bottle, quality bottle, magnetic cap, and a good magnet to boot, not a cheap, crappy magnet that stops working after maybe 10 or 15 times of taking it off. So just an incredible fragrance, signature worthy for any age, young, old, and everything in between. Love this one, Missoni Parfum pour Homme. This next one is, of course, one of the more recent rack store finds, my last rack store finds, and one of my best finds this year thus far in 2023. Love this one already. Scent I'm talking about is Salvatore Ferragamo's Uomo Signature. You guys weren't wrong about this one. You were not wrong. Amazing, amazing fragrance. I really fell in love with Uomo, the original, when I tried that for the first time. That was another rack store find. However, this is worthy of all the hype. This is a flanker worthy of the hype. You guys told me every time I had talked about Uomo, you said you gotta try Signature, you gotta try Signature. I love Uomo, fantastic fragrance. I can see this getting more wear from me. This is probably, if someone asked me for a versatile winter fragrance that could be worn as a signature scent, this is that scent. It blends sweet citrus with a slightly powdery tonka note, a little bit of spice, and a really amazing coffee note. Roasted coffee that on skin, mid-dry down or so, it begins to smell a little burnt, which adds this interesting element. It's not off-putting. It's not like burnt toast or something that you would want to open your windows if you burn something in your kitchen. I don't mean burnt like that. It's almost like a caramelized roasted coffee. To me, this is worthy of wearing for work. It's worthy for wearing for play. And you guys know I love fragrances that are seamlessly transitional from day to night. This is that scent, just adding to that value, that versatility. If you can wear it to work and then out for drinks after, or meeting your wife for dinner, that's right in my wheelhouse. Those are the fragrances that I want to have in my collection. Smells great, lasts all day. Only drawback to this one is it's a 30 ml. I'll probably end up having to get a bigger bottle. Really enjoy this one. Fantastic fragrance. Salvatore Ferragamo's Uomo Signature. On Tuesday, I reached for a fragrance that I haven't worn in a while. When I found it, I was excited because it was one that had been popping up at rack stores and then it disappeared completely. And then you saw two more flankers from this particular collaboration from this house that were more just popular, not necessarily popular, but easier to get. And I finally found this one because many had said this is the best from the line. I would tend to agree, at least from this collaboration. The scent I'm talking about is John Varvatos Crimson with a collaboration with Nick Jonas. Now, I could care less about the collaboration. I'm not particularly a Nick Jonas fan. I did watch him in, can't think of the name of the show now. Incredible. He was incredible. But as I said, this isn't about Nick Jonas. I mean, this is about this fragrance, and this is a really likable fragrance. Really nice scent. Manages to be spicy, sweet, and fresh all at the same time. It has this fruity leather vibe to it, and it comes across as really approachable and familiar, so it's almost like you've smelled this before, while it being slightly unique. It is designery, if that's a word. It's the more designery fragrance from the John Varvatos line, so again, it's gonna be a little bit familiar. It's safe. It's familiar. You can't quite put your finger on what it reminds you of. Nice date night scent, nice night out casual scent, just easy to pull off. The only drawback to this one is its longevity. It doesn't last. In fact, for me, of the John Varvatos fragrances that I own, it's the worst performing John Varvatos, which is disappointing because I really like how this smells. It's still a really likable fragrance. I'm happy to have it in the collection. Would I replace it if I ever managed to get through this bottle? Probably not, but still a nice scent nonetheless. John Varvatos Crimson. On Wednesday, I went with another spicy, fruity gem in my collection that I would say is criminally underrated from this particular line. A line that has a million flankers. That this one, you never hear talked about. You only hear it talked about here on this channel. Scent I'm talking about is Jean Paul Gaultier's Airlines. So this is clearly another La Mal flanker, but this scent, guys, I love this. And although this is discontinued, it's still pretty easy to find. I'm gonna link it down below. You still get a little of the OG DNA. I think mainly from the herbal green facets that this has. It's reminiscent of that mint in the OG. You get some vanillic touches in here. Again, reminiscent of that OG. But once you can put that aside, this just punches you in the face with cardamom. There's just a healthy dose of cardamom in here that makes this different, more unique, different from anything else in this line. That cardamom is slightly sharp, a little bit metallic. It's a fruity green spice. It just adds this dynamic to this that makes it really nice, a daytime wear, in my opinion. You could wear this at night, but for me, this is a daytime wear, a daytime La Mal. And the best part is that this lasts a long time. When I thought this had disappeared on my skin, it was still there. It disappeared maybe 4 hours in. I thought it was gone, and it just kept. Then I moved, and I would just get hit with it. I'd get a waft of the scent, and reminded what I was wearing, and I said, "Oh, it's still there. It's still very much there." And again, criminally underrated. If you guys are fans of La Mal in this particular line, you might want to try this one. Fantastic scent. Jean Paul Gaultier La Mal Airlines. On Thursday, I had some important meetings to hit, and I was doing a presentation. So I wanted something effortless. It was raining that day. This is the first scent that I thought of. Scent I'm talking about is Terre de Eau Intense Vetiver. Now, I know many of you say Eau Grivé, which is the most recent flanker release from Terre de Hermes. I love that scent. I do plan on getting a bottle for this spring and summer. I think it's gonna work beautifully. But this is my favorite in the line today, as of right now. Really bright citrus, earthy vetiver. The citrus in here is cleaner than the citrus in the original Terre de Hermes. It's more bright. It's a little more uplifting. comes across as a little cleaner. However, the vetiver is dirtier. The vetiver is rootier and more earthy. It's more pronounced, obviously, Eau Intense vetiver, and it is true to its name. It does exactly that. It's a grassy, earthy, dirty vetiver. Can at times come across a little bit soapy on skin, but after that dissipates, 15, 20 minutes into the fragrance, this just gets amazing. I like the opening. When I first smelled the opening, I was a little bit turned off. It was a little too dirty for me, a little too earthy, and it kind of just grabs you and you're like, whoa, is this something I want to wear? But it is. And once I wore this and sort of just lived with it for a little while, it is just a beautiful, beautiful masterpiece of a fragrance. It's green, it's aromatic, it is sophisticated, classy. You're gonna smell put together. If you wanna smell like you have your crap together, just wear this. You could wear this every day. It's signature scent worthy. You don't need any other fragrance. But with that being said, we love fragrances and we collect them. Most of us. If you're watching this video, you're passionate about fragrance. This is another tool in the toolbox, but as I said, the day I wore it, work-related tasks, just didn't need to think about it. Didn't want to think about what my fragrance was that day. A little bit rainy. I like to go for a vetiver scent. And this one lasts all day, full work day. Love this stuff. Terre Eau Intense vetiver. This next fragrance that I wore on Friday was the second fragrance that I picked up in my last rack store haul, and the first being the Uomo signature. This is the second fragrance I grabbed. The scent I am talking about is Tommy Hilfiger's Tommy Now. And when I first sprayed this in that video, I was blown away. This smells amazing in the opening. A really clean, green, slightly metallic, mossy opening. Smells authentic, smells great, has this warmth and sweetness to it, supporting those green notes coming from most likely the amberwoods in here, along with the mandarin orange, and then it just falls off a cliff. Unfortunately, that beautiful opening only lasts like 10 minutes and it's gone, and this just becomes more synthetic, a little bit cloying, synthetic orange, mandarin orange, and just really nothing else to it. Uninteresting, I would say, is the word. And it's a disappointment only because when you first spray this and smell it, it feels like a trick. It's like, we're going to blow you away with this opening. You're going to buy it. And then before you even leave the store, it's going to be gone and disappointing. So I was disappointed by that. Not one that is probably worth you guys grabbing, to be quite honest. That may sound harsh, but I just want to be authentic and tell you guys that as good as the opening was and as good as a first impression can be, you really have to live with the scent for a little bit and see if it works. And for me, Tommy Now did not work. Finally, on Saturday, it was my father-in-law's birthday, and I just wanted something that I don't usually wear, right? Something for a special occasion. It was really crappy that day. Snow, sleet, rain, the whole nine here in the New England area. The scent I decided to go with is African Leather by Memo Paris. In my 4-year-old's words, when I sprayed this and I had her smell it, she said it smells strong, and then she paused for a minute, and spicy. Now, if that isn't a fantastic nose, I don't know what is. She nailed it. That's exactly what this is. It's strong and spicy. I know it's a leather fragrance. I know it has leather in the name, but for me, the leather is very subtle, and it comes out more later in the dry down. But at its heart, this is a spicy fragrance. Very pleasing on skin, in the air, sillage, stunning sillage. You're gonna get attention from this scent. You're gonna grab attention from people. It is a captivating scent. Nothing hard here, really, to wear. However, later in the dry down, much later, becomes a little more animalic on my skin. I get more musk, I get more oud. It's a little stinky, a little skanky, but nice. And it has that element to it where it smells clean and spicy, and you still have all those sort of beautiful elements underlined with a little stink. And sometimes that's the best elements of perfume, the best elements of fragrance, is when you have that sort of juxtaposition of pleasant and a little stinky, if that makes any sense. This is a niche fragrance, so they're gonna take some more risks with it. It's not really meant for mass consumption, or it's not like a Dior Sauvage. However, this is easy to wear in my opinion and worthy of you guys trying out. I'm gonna link it down below. You can grab a sample through ScentSplit of this fragrance. I wanna say Venba Fragrance has it. I have discount codes for those places, so I'm gonna link them all down below. Just an incredible scent. I love this one, and as I said, leans for me more special occasion, cooler weather. Something that you wanna just sort of highlight the day. That's why I grabbed this one, and I'm glad I did. African Leather from Memo Paris. That's all I have today, guys. As always, let me know in the comment section down below what your weekly rotation was last week, whether you wore 1 or 10. I'd love to know what you guys are wearing. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.